welcome back. Today we're going to talk about, you guessed it, dating. As we know, dating today is full of phrases that sound super meaningful, but they're saying almost nothing. You, like me, have probably heard people talk about alpha males, love languages, feminine energy, and lately finding someone that you vibe with. Here's the problem with that. A vibe is not a feeling. It's not a fact. It's not even a measure of a couple's compatibility. It's just a vague expression. When people start to build their dating approach on expressions instead of clarity, they begin to get confused. They're avoiding accountability, and they're making it harder to find a real connection with someone. One reason that dating is starting to feel more difficult today is because the language has become vague on purpose. Instead of saying, I value a person that's honest and I'm looking for someone who wants marriage, we hear, I'm looking for a good vibe, or I'm searching for the right energy. You and I both know these words have no fixed definition, which means they can be twisted to fit whatever someone feels at that moment. And that's not only confusing, it's also manipulative. It's the same with pop psychology trends from social media and self-help books. They've replaced clear standards and clear language and real compatibility with lots of empty catchphrases and buzzwords. Here are some examples of fake science and vague language that have creeped into our lexicon lately. Alpha male or high value man. That's not even a psychology term. It really comes from a misreading of animal behavior studies. Feminine energy, masculine energy. No scientific basis. These are just subjective ideas dressed up as a fact. Often we hear them in the red pill community. Love languages. It got popularized by a book from the 1990s. It is an interesting theory, but it's not backed by consistent research. Kino escalation. That is a pickup artist term for introducing physical touch early, often before you even know the person. Vibe. We've all heard it. It's just an overall expression, not an emotion, not a value system, and it's not a reliable way to judge long-term compatibility with anyone. When people rely on vague expressions or unproven theories, they begin to become more likely to overlook real incompatibility issues. You can have a really nice impression of someone, even an exciting one, and still have completely different values, goals, and lifestyles from each other. This type of language also makes it harder to hold people accountable for what they say and what they do. So saying the vibe wasn't right can be an easy way to avoid giving a real reason, and that leaves both people in the dark. This is why I created the first date buzzword killer and the first date BS detector. These are short, direct responses that you can use to shut down fake science and vague language in just a few seconds. So here are a few examples. If someone says alpha male, you can respond with, that's not a psychology term. It's a social media invention. If someone is saying, I just want someone I can vibe with, you can say, I look for shared values and actions, not undefined expressions. If they mention love languages, you can say, that's a self-help book concept, not an evidence-based framework. The goal isn't to be rude, it's to keep your dating conversations based in reality, not trend-driven scripts. The thing about dating is that it works best when people are clear about what they want and who they are. If you replace that with buzzwords, unproven theories, vague expressions, and a bunch of fake science, you make it harder to build something real. Dating works best when people are clear about what they want and who they are. If you replace that with buzzwords, unproven theories, vague expressions, and fake science, you're making it harder to build something real with another person. What we want to do is value clarity over trendiness and compatibility over vague expressions. Don't forget to download your First Date Buzzword Killer and First Date BS Detector in the link below and start dating in reality and not in marketing language. Thanks so much and see you next time.